Hello everyone. Today we will see what is Flake8. Flake8 is a style guide enforcement tool. Basically, it's a toolkit which will make sure that your code is as per the PAPE8 standards. So PAPE8 standards are nothing but warnings or some coding guidelines that you should follow. So it's not an error. It's not any compile time or runtime error. It's just a warning or a suggestion that you should follow to make your code quality better and your code should look good and as per the standards. So for instance, like if you have some statements like import statements and those imports are not used, that which is not as per the standard, right? You should only import those libraries which you are going to use, or there should be some spaces after and before the functions. All these are standards that standard guidelines provided by Papet, and this tool, Flake8 tool, will try to check your code as per these PAPET standards and will suggest the suggestions. So let's move ahead and try to install first PAP or using PIP library. So this Windows machine, I have installed Python already. So if you see, Python 3.7.4 is the version that I have already installed. So now I will install Flake8 on my machine. Yeah, so Flake8 is installed. Now what we will do is I do have one directory on my desktop, Python scripts. Okay, so let's delete whatever it is and try to see what is there in this sample, right? So I have written one program, a simple program, like it has one comment, it has one import statement, then it has a function named prints, and this function is called here, and we do have this print statement inside prints function, and it will print this statement. So this is sample, and I do have sample 2 as well. In sample 2 I have the same thing, uh, but there is a slight difference, and I will show what exactly the difference is. But for now, these are the two some a bit identical files. Sample 1 is sample and sample 2. Let's try to go there on the desktop location and see if we can run it. Python sample. Yeah, so sample is printing sample Python program properly. Okay, and also we will see sample 2. So you can see that these both these files, sample and sample 2, are basically error free. They don't have any compile time or runtime errors, right? So that means the programs are good. So now what comes into picture is the standards. So let's run Flake8. Yeah, so if you see, even though the programs were running properly, Flake8 shows us some issues with your code. So with sample.py there are 4 issues, I guess 5 issues, and for sample 2 there are 2 issues. So both files were identical, but there was a slight change and which caused the standard issue, and sample has a lot of many issues, right? So let me clear that up. This is the line number, and this is the error code or standard quality error code, which is basically starting with alphabet and then 3 digits, and then the exact human readable form of the error, like you can see and read and just correct whatever was the error. So for example, block comment should start with hash space. So if I go to sample .py, if you see, I don't give any space after hash, but whereas in sample 2 I already gave the space after hash. So maybe this E265 error didn't occur in sample2.py. See, right? So to correct this error, you have to give space and enter Flake8. So you can see that that error E265 gone, right? Next is the OS module is imported but not used. So you can see that this OS module we never used. Sometimes exactly OS will we will not use. There are some interdependent modules inside the libraries, and that will be used. And if you don't want to consider this as an error, because there are some implicit dependencies which are used, but coding standard flake8 is not able to recognize. And if you don't want to make this happen with this statement, so you can specifically exclude this. You can specifically exclude this from getting considered as an error. So you can see no QA. That means don't check for sample.py. Don't consider this OS even though that is imported. It's not used. So let's see what happens. So if you see, uh, let me check why it didn't happen, because if it's a no QA, yeah, so I have need to give space after hash. Yeah, so if you see, previously F401 was the error code where it was saying OS imported but not used. Same was happening with sample2, right? But now in sample we have mentioned no QA. That means it should not be considered inside sample.py. So if you see now, 401 is not for sample.py, but it is present by sample2.py. So this is how you can exclude any particular statement from getting a quality check, right? So again, if I run flake it will show up with this error. Okay, this was the one thing, that if you don't want to if you want to exclude something, right? So there is one more thing. If you don't want to check quality check for sample2.py, you want to only do check for sample.py, so you can inside this directory, so you can mention flake8 sample.py. So it will only show the errors of sample.py, not the sample2.py, even though that is part of this directory. So this is how you can specifically mention the directory or file that you want to check. Okay. Next is you can have a configuration file to provide this all the setups. Like there are few properties that you can set, but instead of giving it on command line, you can create one file at the root directory. So my root directory is this Python scripts. What I will do is I will create a file uh, which should have flake8 mentioned. Okay, and now I can give all the properties. So now what I want to do is I want to exclude some errors. Like I don't want this flake8 should track 401. I don't want 401 to be tracked in both the files, right? So I can use ignore, and I can say f401. Let me save this file in the root directory with name flake8. Okay, it was already open. Let me save it again. Okay, the file is created, so that setup will be used. So see, because we have mentioned ignore, it ignored 401 from both the files quality check. Okay, but there might be some default ignore error codes because you have explicitly set up only 401. Those default error codes will be skipped, and those will not be ignored. So your task is to extend this ignore step. So along with all the default ignore error codes, ignore f401 also. So for now we don't have any default error codes in our file, so we are good in both the cases. So this is one thing. Sometimes you want to exclude a particular file. So similarly, you can change the property exclude sample2.py. If you mention this, sample2 will not be used while checking the errors, quality errors, right? This is one more property, exclude. And sometimes I suppose let me save it. Yeah, so sometimes I don't want this E302 error only in sample2. I don't want this E302 error to be checked in sample2, but I want it to continue to check that error in sample.py, right? So I want to ignore this error 302 from sample2. So there is one property, per file ignores, per file ignores, and then I can say from sample2.py error code was E302. So if you see E302 is considered in sample.py, but as we already mentioned in sample2.py, it should not track this error, so it didn't track this error. So this was the another property that you can set up in Flake. So this is how you can play around it. For example, if the both the properties, right, is first I will comment everything and then run. So there are few errors, right? So now what I will do, I will extend ignore f401 and I will exclude sample2.py. So you can apply two properties at the same time. What will happen? First of all, sample is ignored. So if you see, sample is not present in the next check, right? And from sample.py, sample2 is ignored and sample.py don't have 401 because we mentioned it. Sample2 ignored and 401 is ignored. 401 error is ignored and whole sample2 file check is ignored, right? So we can have all this. So this Flake is quite interesting, and you can explore this property file uh, as much as possible, and then try to apply Flake on various errors and various files, and then try to figure out if you can rule out all these errors. So to rule out all these errors, what we will do, first thing is I will not mention any ignore statements. Now we will try to resolve all these statements, right? First we will go to sample. One is OS imported but not used. Next is expected two blank lines but found one. Next is expected two blank lines after class or definition, right? And then blank line at the end file, right? So let's go to sample.py. This OS, either we can write no QA if you want to ignore it, but what I will do is I will delete this line, and then two lines before the statement, two lines after the statements, and we should delete lines at the end. See, sample is okay now. Sample has no quality issues as per the pipette. Now sample2 has OS imported but not used and expected two blank lines. So let's try to figure that out. So two lines, and we are good. That's it. So we resolved all the issues of the coding standards using Flake, and we played around the property file .flake8, and we saw what are the different type of errors and how to ignore such errors from files or specific errors as well. So thank you for watching this video. Let's data.